Ahoy hoy Minecrafters, this is DerKlempner with another episode of CrankyCraft, and I've had a few mishaps recording over the last week. Some of it just being new to recording and some of it being to faulty equipment. I now have some better equipment, a better grasp of what I'm doing, a better idea of how to make sure I'm doing it properly as well. So I think we're going to give this a go again, and we're going to start today with a little prank that we're going to be pulling on Penguin. Penguin's nether hub and tunnel is way up there somewhere. Not exactly sure where. It's just that way, that's all I know. And it stretches back that way. He's got a very long tunnel. And we set up a little treat for him in his tunnel, where if he decides to move down it, he'll be finding himself down around this area. But the plan is actually to make him down into that area, not the lava specifically, but into that area. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to gather some netherrack, and then we're going to have to build a little island going out here, and then build up with some hoops so that he has a safe fall all the way from up there to all the way down there. We're going to be doing that with some obsidian and other goodies. So, let's get started, shall we? First we need to get over to there so we can start to build out here to get under right in that area or so we can build our little island where he's going to be caged like a little animal. And to do so, I'm going to need, more than anything, some netherrack. And no, I'm not going to bother picking up quartz and things like that here. Alright. We know that that's where the edge is right there, or at least a lip going down. So, what we're going to do is dig out a little more, find out exactly where it is. That's where we're at now. About there, yeah. Let's see, about there, and go straight up, and okay, so it's probably about here. I know what the coordinates are, so that's about where we want to be putting our wall. So, let's see if we can't get some of this cleared out of the way. Hopefully it won't be too much of a hassle down there. And hopefully I won't have too much issues. Just repaired my pickaxe. Dwarf power. So hopefully he'll be good to go for the time being. Yes. Here we go. Should have plenty of netherrack now. There we go. I can finally see the bottom. And we want to find 430. On 432, here's 430. This is where we're going to dig out. And let's go out to 34Z. Oh, I'm sorry, 41Z. Or is it negative 41? You know what? I'll be right back. I have to check these coordinates again, don't I? Hold on with me. Hold on for a minute, folks. I will be right back. Alright, some good news and some bad news. The good news is I was right. It's not 41. The bad news is it's negative 34. So we're going to be moving out here another 70 or so blocks. This is going to take a little longer than I thought. We're going to end up closer to another island to watch. I think at least, right? Yep. A lot closer to another island. But that's fine. We're going to take advantage of having this bridge here because I'm going to have to be coming back to that platform up there to get back. So, oh, and I hear more guests. This is a really, really large open area, so the guests can be very far away, but I can still hear them very, very easily. So, I need to do something about that. I will do that once I get a little island built. And so I have some of that stone with me. I don't want them blowing up whatever I'm standing on. So we're getting close. I want to do about a 3x3 area, so I'm going to stop at negative 32. Okay, get rid of that. Pull this out. And this is going to be 2, 3. Much easier to kill when you have a good bow. 1, 2, 3. This has to go to 441. And I think I'm going to end up needing some more blocks. I don't think I have quite enough to make a... I don't even have enough to make a 2x whatever. This isn't good. Well, we can always come back this way and just dig up and down from the platform, and I can steal some more. I can steal some more stone from up there. Doesn't have to be stone, it can be cobblestone. Just something that the guests aren't going to want to destroy every single time I get fired at. And, well, Penguin for that matter too. But he's going to be a little bit better protected because we have some obsidian for this trap. So, let me just steal some of this stone. Make my little walkway out here and make it a stone. I just don't trust ghasts, especially when you're over a lot of lava. I would not suggest ever building anything out of netherrack. I actually did build out a netherrack first, but then I changed it to stone on top of that because I have a plethora of stone at my base, even though that's not what it's not exactly what I'm hoarding. I actually have 5 large chests full of cobblestone. And about a chest's worth of stone blocks. But that's 430. I wanted to go to 441. I'm gonna go to 442 actually. So now the plan here is that he's going to be coming from way up there. I mean, way up there. So massively far away. Did I get him? No. Sometimes I get lucky. He's going to be coming from way, way, way up there. I mean, we're at Y32. He's going to be at like Y120 when he falls. So, what we need to do now is use our friend, another chest. And here we go. There's some obsidian. And, okay. Let's get rid of you for now. We'll need you later. You got some more goodies in there for us. And I need a little bit of cobblestone. Bring these guys over here. And let's see. We'll put obsidian. obsidian on these. And what we're going to do is we're going to be creating kind of a prison. Actually, we don't even need all this many. 2, 3, 4. We don't need this one. We're going to have something in the middle here. We're going to be able to put one on top there in a second. Oops. Again, don't need that one. Should probably get off of my silk touch pickaxe, huh? Go back to the good stuff. And we're going to be doing this every other. So we don't waste a lot. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have enough obsidian to be doing this every other. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this isn't right. Oh, I know what it is. I don't need this. I don't need this either. I forgot that there's a nice big space between there. Yes, that's correct. We'll just be needing those ends. Well, I think we need this again. Oh, I didn't bring it. Well, that's a shame. I don't have my goodies for finishing off the bottom. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Alright, well, let's just try to build. We're just going to build our normal things here then. I'm just going to throw this over here. And, let's see, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to leave a space on this side. And we'll leave that open. And let's see here. I think we're just going to go this way. We're going to do it like this. 1, 2, 3. Say goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Oops. Wow, that would have been great, wouldn't it have? Real smooth, huh? Put this one here. Here. See, I'm gonna have to be able to do that a lot too. I'm gonna have to deal with a lot of ghasts. Basically, we're gonna build rings all the way up. I need... It's gonna be about 90 levels. It's gonna be every other level. So it's 45 rings. There's 10 in a ring, so that's 450. I do not have 450 obsidian. I am going to have to completely and utterly either change what I do or alternate some of the obsidian with maybe some cobblestone. Where are we at here? Oh, I missed him? There we go. Oh, wow. I can't believe I'm missing. Oh, almost. It's a good thing these guys aren't good shots. There we go. I mean, they're hitting stuff, don't get me wrong, but they're not hitting anything that's going to break. And they're sure not hitting me. So, now the question becomes, what do we do? If we need to put rings all the way up, and I need 450 per ring, that's 900 obsidian. That's about 14 stacks. I only have 3.5. Boy, it would have been really nice if I would have had more left over from building the... whatchamacallit? Building the gold farm. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna keep on going. I'm gonna keep on keeping on here. I'm just gonna go ahead and what I think I'll do is I will build up one of these rings, do a time lapse, and then I will get back to you as soon as I'm finished. And we'll take a look and see how it looks after that. Alright? So, I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Well, I've already completed my first load of obsidian. There was only about 215 or so pieces in that. 217 actually, to be exact. And you can see one of the problems I am going to have right away that I'm going to have to address, which is putting some half slabs down so that pigmen don't want to spawn here. And also because I'm going to be putting some vines in this area here, with some buttons here, so that when he does fall down here, he's not going to die when he hits it. He's just going to slow and be stopped here, and he's going to be stuck. There's not going to be any way out of here other than his ability to probably just either mine his way out or suicide and then figure a way to get out. There we go. But I'm going to put a sign on one end as well. I'll put a sign here and I'll let him know who did it and why and etc. And hopefully he'll get the joke and he'll have a fun time getting out of here, because like I said, I'm going to be removing, I'm going to even remove, I think, if I can, I'm going to remove all of these blocks as well. I'm going to start putting down slabs, removing a row, removing underneath, putting down slabs, removing the next row, putting down slabs, removing the next row, putting down slabs, etc. So that he's not going to be able to get out of here. And these guys won't be able to spawn here. You know what? Go take a swim, huh? Get out of here. But anyway, I'm gonna head back to the home base and try to find myself some more obsidian. I'm pretty sure I know I can find some. Either that or I can just go to the end and mine some more. We didn't actually completely clean it out, even though we needed 205 stacks for the gold farm. So perhaps I'll be going there, or perhaps I'll just be finding some around my own place again. Either way, I will talk to you guys soon. Hopefully, we'll have something of some sort of what do you call it? Problem solved in a bit here. But like I said, I'm going to need something like 14 stacks, which means I'm going to need about 10 or 11 more to finish this off completely, I think. I mean, you can see it from here. It actually looks pretty good. But it's got to go all the way up to the ceiling. I mean, all the way up. His tunnel is way up there. But you know what? That's what I'll do first. I'll show you what I have for him in his tunnel, so that you can understand exactly what I'll be doing and why. Alright, I'm going to cut, and then I will see you guys back at his tunnel. Alright, so we're going to be on our way over to Penguin's tunnel now. I thought I would give you guys a quick tour of my tunnel now that it's finished. It's very shiny. I decided to use iron blocks, obsidian. Yeah, there's for some of the obsidian one. Fortunately, it's not too much. It's not that big of a deal. But I use obsidian, iron blocks, some redstone, blocks of redstone, and redstone lamps to light it up. And there's a door back there to a side passage. So, but penguin's tunnel is right over here next to mine. And I will show you what the plan is. He's got a very long tunnel. Very, very long tunnel. But as you can see, I'm at the z of -34. This is why I needed to go out to -34. For some reason I was thinking it was 41, but I was thinking of the opposite side of the trap, which is fine. That's okay. If you look around, you'll see all these little holes are dug in the wall. And I did this on purpose. I did it to see if he would notice that somebody was removing blocks from the bottom of his wall. I didn't do that. But just little holes here and there. And sometimes the holes are across from each other, but most of the time they're not. There's just a hole here and a hole there and blah blah blah. And you'll see them as I'm running down the tunnel here. You'll see holes just off to each side. And I did it because I didn't want him to take notice of just a couple of holes all the way down here by his other portal. And then we'll show you why in a moment. Here they are. Here's the holes. Here's the portal to Penguin's place. He's got this huge underground, underwater dome actually, with a glass ceiling. And this is the trap. Right here. We're standing in the middle of it. The trap is actually this block, this block, this block, and this block going this way. And skip one, this block, this block, this block, and this block going this way. And I will show you what the trap is. Oops. There's the trap. Now that you've seen it. Thanks to an overzealous amount of digging. And here it is on this side. The trap is actually triggered by tripwire. And here's what happens. He's not going to be able to see the tripwire, hopefully, because it's not going to be light enough in here. I moved these torches out of the way. I actually moved that one down further that way. I moved this one down further this way. They were more in the middle. But if he comes either sprint jumping or running or whatever through here, the repeater has enough of a delay that if he's moving, he falls. If he's moving, he falls. If he comes out of his portal and he starts to sprint jump, he still falls. And that's the plan. So, we should be able to get him with this trick. I already have this part set up and ready to go. I don't think this is going to be too difficult to pull off. I just hope he doesn't notice that there are tripwire hooks here and here. If he ever does notice, it's going to look very suspicious. But like I said, I don't know. He's been online a lot recently. He's probably come down this hall more than a few times because he's been busy in his place, so he has to repair tools and things like that. And like I said, I had dug holes. Well, I had dug holes. Looks like he might have filled them all. Should we start digging some more? Let's put some across from each other. And we'll put one just here at random. There we go. So now we have some more holes again. So hopefully he takes notice, doesn't think anything big about having holes all over the place. And if he doesn't, then it shouldn't be a big deal for these two to be here. I wonder if he filled them in and left the other ones there just out of... because he already knows it's there, perhaps? I hope not. That would be horrible. Well, anyway. I'm going to have to let go of this video stream for a while now because I'm going to have to find myself a lot more obsidian. And to do that, I'm not going to bore you guys with building, with collecting a ton of obsidian, especially if I'm going to be doing it in the end. So, I will get back to you when I am finished, and I will see you then. And I'm back, and went out and collected the rest of my obsidian, about 11 more stacks. I did some extra work at the bottom, or made a little space there for my ender chest, and actually replaced all the stone at the bottom with slabs so that no pigmen would spawn down there. I'm now resuming building the first set of guides, and then we'll do the same thing with the second set once this is done, and I can dig through the roof up there and make sure that I have the right spot. I'm pretty sure I do. I'm pretty thorough at making sure that I plan this properly. I didn't want to have to take a lot of extra time and energy trying to figure out if I had everything exactly right. So I tried to be as thorough as I possibly could from the get-go. I didn't want to have to make any major adjustments, which is why I took down coordinates and things like that. I don't know how long this is going to take me either, so again, unless I feel like the urge to... oh, goodness. Errors. Unless I feel the urge to have some insight as to what I'm doing, I'm probably just going to end up time-lapsing the rest of this video so that you don't have to see me building this all the way up to the ceiling and then another one all the way up as well. Just do a really quick montage. Man, I'm really messing this up, aren't I? Let's try from here, shall we? Since we already have to. There we go. I'm just gonna have to be more careful when I'm doing this. I can't waste any obsidian because I think I just have barely enough to do what I need to. Which is kind of sad in a way, but obsidian is not the most fun thing to mine. Like I said earlier, I had to collect 205 stacks for the gold farm when we built it, and the gold farm was not just me collecting it either. I mean, it was basically kind of a server project. I built the gold farm, but I did not even come near collecting all the stacks. I probably did about anywhere between 60 and 75% of the stacks. I probably got about 120 of them. A couple of the people did as much as 10%. And actually, Penguin, the guy we're pranking here, he actually helped me about 25 as well, maybe 30 of his own. There was a giant lava lake underneath my mine that I found. I mean, it was absolutely monstrous, and it turned out to be the perfect spot to find a very large amount of obsidian. I think we ended up mining, between Penguin and I, between 50 and 60 stacks there alone. And it was just absolutely huge. I mean, just absolutely huge. I don't like ghasts. That's right. Go away. They're so annoying, you know. That's why I have to build everything out of stone so that nothing gets blown up by ghasts. Such a waste. Just wish they would think of somebody else for once. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's try this again, shall we? It's 2. Go. But yeah, so I actually went back to the end to gather most of this obsidian, and I had another player who was going to give me a few stacks as well. He had offered to give me about 10 stacks after we had completed all the collection of the obsidian we needed for the farm. So he still had about 10 stacks, he said, left over. And I got done talking to him a while ago, and he said that he would be willing to give me more, but he didn't have... he wanted to use some of it himself for a prank. So I wasn't going to press him on it. I just asked nicely, and you know, he said he'd give me some, but he's not online. I didn't want to wait, so I was not going to bother waiting again. I just want to get this done. This is going to be quite the interesting little build happening here. We are up so high that all the guests are below us. How weird is that, huh? Look at me. I'm a regular Robin Hood. I think we're almost at the point where I might have to start digging through. And the only thing I'm afraid of at this point... How high up are we? Let's take a look. At 104. I'm almost at the point where I'm going to start digging through. I'm actually... The only thing I'm afraid of there is lava pockets. Which, with my luck, will no doubt be happening. I will be finding myself running away from large deposits of lava falling from me, falling on my head. Oh, goodness gracious. What is it with me? It seems like I can't seem to understand the concept of this. There we go. Put that there. I'm wasting a lot of netherrack this way too. I hope I have enough for the other. I don't think I'm going to have enough for the other side actually. Oh, look at that. There we go. Okay, so if this is the center, we should be able to dig up until... Actually, this will give me a lot of netherrack. We should be able to dig up until we see the extended pistons. Look at that. There we go. That's all we need to dig out. And one more. We can't dig out the one underneath those, or he'll get an idea of what's going on. I don't need to dig that part out, but I do need to dig this part out. And then these. Okay. And obviously we have to dig out this side because this is how I'm going to continue to move upward. So, that was actually a lot faster than I thought it would be. Thankfully. This tower should be finished quite soon. And we won't have anything else to worry about. And actually what I can do then is come back up to the top to his actual tunnel, and I won't have to worry about see, I can just do this. This should be fun. There we go. And what I'll do then is I'll come back to the top and I'll dig out his tower. I'll just come up there and fill in whatever's necessary, which I don't think there's going to be a whole lot necessary. But yeah, that was not as bad as I thought it would be. I used about, let's see, that was about 3 stacks there, plus the 3.5 yesterday, so that's about 7.5. So I got more than enough. I should have more than enough to finish this. This should be good to go. Yeah, vines are even growing. Got that there. Got our buttons out. I need to replace this button over here because I'm not going to be doing that one. I need to take this one out. place that. And we will put in our final piece of obsidian. And do this the hard way. There we go. And that's it. And that one's done. Now it's time to start the next one. Hooray, hooray. Well, I will get back to you guys in a bit when I am done with this one. See you in a bit. Alright, I'm back. And as you can see, I've now finished the second tower. Just need to put in the vines. Let them grow. The ones over there are pretty much grown already. Added my signs on both of them. Added the, said hope you enjoyed the trip over there. And then hope you didn't mind the travel arrangements over here. The sign should stop the vines from growing as well. Although, that's the only one over there. It doesn't seem to be growing down a second amount. And this one's already grown across. That's interesting. It looks like everything else is set here. So the last thing we need to do is we're going to place down that last bit there. We're going to grab a piece of obsidian and close it off. And I need to make sure that I don't have anything left over in here that's unnecessary. I don't think I do. I can put this back in here. I'm going to hold on to the rest of this stuff. Grab my ender chest. Put that away. And I think we're just going to tear this down. Doesn't really matter. And we're going to slowly walk backwards and get rid of everything else that we need over here. And yes, the lava is going to look a little funny. I guess if I really wanted to fix that later, I could come back with a bucket and do so. But then I would have to take the lava from somewhere further away. I don't know why lava properties aren't the same as water with infinite sources and things like that. If water can have an infinite source, and lava is also the only other liquid in the game. To me, honestly, I think it should be, they both have infinite sources. And you know what? I just realized I didn't want to do that. I wanted to test it out first. But you know what? I'm not even going to bother. Nope. Not going to bother. I know where it dug up to. I know exactly, it went exactly into its spot where it was supposed to. As you saw on the first one, I set it up perfectly from the bottom up, and the second one was no different. It went straight up, found the exact spot where the other pistons were located, and I think that's it. I think you should wait and see if Penguin decides to build his what do you call it? Build his not build, I'm sorry, take the bait that I'm gonna give him for finding this stuff. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, come on. Go up, go up, go up. Go up. Go up. Alright. Let's place a block. Let's hop up. Can I heal myself here first? I love my armor. That was so worth it. I wonder if the respiration helps at all. Of course, breaking does, but I just have good protection. There's some regular protection, some fire protection. Let's see now. Where are we? You need to die. And is there another one? No? Alright, let's try this again. Since I decided to take a swim in some lava. This is why I hate ghasts. I probably should have been a little bit more thorough when I was doing my research on the ghasts. Ah, for goodness sake. Clearing this. And what I will do then is I'm going to clear off the rest of this and get rid of it. And I will be back again with the ending of the video to show you the finished product. And then we will await and see if Penguin decides to take the bait, so to speak. Hopefully he does. Hopefully he's not wise to us. Well, if he is, then I'll deal with that when it happens. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, well, here we are back at Penguin's portal. And, we need to come over here, take a look. Here is our tripwires, hooks. And the last thing we need to do, obviously, is set our trap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick test here. We're going to take a look. And look at that. Nice drop that way. Nice drop that way. So no problems. Let that go. And now here's going to be the hard part. I need to be able to set this without setting it off. I don't think it sets it off. No, it doesn't. Should it? If I stand right here, yeah, it just arms it, that's all. And that's it, we're done. Now, to set the bait, we're going to let him know that we have a surprise for him at the hub. And hopefully that'll get him to either come down this tunnel one way or the other, depending on where he's at. If he's working on his base, he'll come flying down and hit the second set and go fall. And if he's coming from the hub, he'll see that it's nothing, and then come back down this tunnel and hit it from this direction. So that'll be all for now. Like I said, thanks for watching. Had a lot of fun with this build. This was definitely something different for me. Can't wait to see what happens when I actually see this in action. I'm hoping that I'm not the one that's responsible for it, and nobody else ends up falling in it. So I'm going to put a sign up in front, I think, as well, to let people know that perhaps maybe they shouldn't be coming down his tunnel and visiting him unless they want a nasty surprise of their own. Oh, look, another portal. We should fill some of this stuff in, don't you think? We don't want people thinking that he's got 3 portals. Just douse his second portal completely. No, but yeah, I just don't want people coming down here thinking that they need to get to his place and they end up falling in the trap. So we'll see what happens. So thanks for watching. Remember, have fun, play Minecraft, stay off my lawn.